Guilty. Guilty. Guilty again. Also guilty. 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 Not guilty!
How do you like that?
Who was it? I think we have a right to know.
Excuse me, this was a secret ballot. We agreed on this point, no? If the gentleman wants it to remain secret.
What do you mean? There are no secrets in here. I know who it was. What's the matter with you? You come in here and you vote guilty, and then this slick preacher starts to tear your heart out with stories about a poor little kid who just couldn't help becoming a murderer. So you change your vote. If that isn't the most sickening...
Now hold it!
Hold it! We're trying to put a guilty man into the chair where he belongs, and all of a sudden we're paying attention to fairy tales.
Just a minute, please. I would like to say something here. I have always thought that a man was entitled to have unpopular opinions in this country. This is the reason I came here, to have the right to disagree. In my own country, I am ashamed to say.
What do we have to listen to now? The whole history of your country?
Yeah, let's stick to the subject. I'd like to ask him, made you change your vote?
There's nothing for him to tell you. He didn't change his vote. I did. Maybe you'd like to know why.
No, we wouldn't like to know why.
The man wants to talk.
Thank you. This gentleman chose to stand alone against us. That's his right. It takes a great deal of courage to stand alone, even if you believe in something very strongly. He left the verdict up to us. He gambled for support. I want to hear more. The vote is 10-2.
That's fine. If the speech is over, let's go on.
I got a little excited earlier. You know how it is. I didn't mean to get nasty. Nothing personal.
Look, suppose you answer me this. If the kid didn't kill him, then who did?
As far as I know, we're supposed to decide whether or not the boy on trial is guilty. We're not concerned with anyone else's motives here.
Guilty beyond reasonable doubt. This is important things to remember.
Everyone's a lawyer. Supposing you explain what your reasonable doubts are.
This is not easy. So far, it's only a feeling I have. A feeling. Perhaps you don't understand.
A feeling? What are we going to do? Spend the night talking about your feelings? What about the facts?
You said a mouthful. Look, the old man heard the kid yell, "I'm gonna kill you." A second later, he heard the father's body falling, and saw the boy running out of the house 15 seconds after that.
That's right. And let's not forget the woman across the street. She looked into the open window and saw the boy stab his father. She saw it, and if that's not enough for you, it's not enough for me.
How do you like it? It's like talking to a dead phone.
The woman saw the killing through the windows of a moving elevated train. The train had 5 cars. She saw it through the windows of the last 2. She remembers the most insignificant details.
Well, what have you got to say about that?
I don't know. It doesn't sound right to me.
Well, supposing you think about it, lend me your pencil. What's a 4-letter word for moron? Wait a minute.
This isn't a game.
Who do you think you are?
All right, let's take it easy.
I've got a good mind to walk around this table and belt it.
Now please, I don't want any fights in here.
Did you see him? The nerve, the absolute nerve.
All right, forget it. It don't mean anything.
How about Sam down?
This isn't a game. Who does he think he is?
Here's something. How long does it take an elevated train going at top speed to pass a given point?
What has that got to do with anything?
How long? Guess.
I wouldn't have the slightest idea.
What do you think?
About 10 seconds or so.
I'd say that was a fair guess. Anyone else?
I'd say about 10 seconds, perhaps.
About 10 seconds.
All right, say 10 seconds. What are you getting at?
This. An L train passes a given point in 10 seconds. That given point is the room in which the killing took place. You must reach your hand out the window and touch the L, right? Now let me ask you this. Has anyone here lived right next to the L tracks? I have. When the window's open and the train goes by, the noise is almost unbearable. You can't hear yourself think.
Okay, you can't hear yourself think. Will you get to the point?
The old man heard the boy say, "I'm gonna kill you," and 1 second later, he heard the body fall. 1 second, that's a testimony, right?
Right.
The woman across the street looked at the window of the last 2 cars and saw the body fall. The last 2 cars.
What are you giving us?
An L train passes given point in 10 seconds or 2 seconds per car. That L had been going by the old man's window for at least 6 seconds or maybe more before the body fell, according to the woman. He would have had to hear the boy say, "I'm gonna kill you," while the front of the L was roaring past his nose. It's not possible he could have heard it.
What do you mean? Sure he could have heard it.
Could he?
Said the boy yelled it out. That's enough for me.
I don't think he could have heard it.
Maybe he didn't hear it. I mean, with the L noise.
What are you people talking about? Are you calling the old man a liar?
Well, it stands to reason.
You're crazy. Why would he lie? What's he got to gain?
Attention, maybe?
You keep coming up with these bright sayings. Why don't you send one into the newspaper? They pay $2.
Why am I the old man out loud? You have a right to be heard.
It's just that I looked at him for a very long time. The seam of his jacket was split on the arm. Did you notice that? He was a very old man with a torn jacket. I think I know him better than anyone here. This is a quiet, frightened, insignificant man who's been nothing all his life, who's never had recognition, or his name in the newspapers, Nobody knows him after 75 years. That's a very sad thing. A man like this needs to be recognized, to be quoted, to be questioned, and listened to just once. This is very important.
And you're trying to tell us he lied about a thing like this so that he can be important?
No, he wouldn't really lie, but perhaps he made himself believe he heard those words and recognized the boy's face.
Well, that's the most fantastic story I've ever heard. How can you make up a thing like that? What do you know about it?
I speak from experience.
All right. Is there anything else?
Anybody like a cough drop?
Come on, let's get on with it.
I'll take one. Thank you. There's something else I'd like to point out here. I think we've already proved that the old man couldn't have heard the voice say, "I'm gonna kill you," but supposing he really did hear it. I mean, this phrase, how many times have each of you used it? If you do that once more, Junior, I'm gonna murder you. Come on, Rocky, kill him. We say it every day. That doesn't mean we're gonna kill someone.
Wait a minute. The phrase was, "I'm gonna kill you." And the boy screamed it out at the top of his lungs. Don't tell me he didn't mean it. Anybody says a thing like that the way he said it, they mean it.
And how they mean it.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you really think the boy would shout out a thing like that so the whole neighborhood would hear it? I don't think so. He's much too bright for that.
Right. He's a common ignorant slob. He don't even speak good English.
He doesn't even speak good English.
Mr. Foreman, I'd like to change my vote to non-guilty.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
The vote is 9-3 in favor of guilty.
Well, if that isn't the end, what are you basing it on? Stories this guy made up? He ought to write for Amazing Detective Monkey. He'd make a fortune. Listen, the kid had a lawyer, didn't he? But why does lawyer bring up all these points?
Lawyers can't think of everything.
Oh, brother, you sit here and you pull stories out of thin air. Now I'm supposed to believe the old man didn't get up out of bed, run to the door and see the kid beat it downstairs 15 seconds after the killing? You're saying he only did to be important?
Did the old man say he ran to the door?
Ran, walked, took a trolley. What's the difference? He got there.
I don't remember what he said, but I don't see how you can run.
He said he went from the bedroom to the front door. That's enough, isn't it?
Wait, where was his bedroom again?
Down the hall somewhere. I thought you remembered everything. Don't you remember that?
No. Mr. Foreman, I'd like to take a look at the diagram of the apartment.
How about we have him the trial over just so you can get everything straight?
Mr. Foreman?
I heard you.
What's going on here? How come you're the only one in the room who wants to see exhibits all the time?
I want to see this one too.
I want to stop wasting time.
If we're going to start wading through all that nonsense about where the body was found.
We're not. We're going to find out how a man who's had 2 strokes in the past 3 years and walks with a limp could possibly get to his door in 15 seconds.
He said 20 seconds?
He said 15.
How does he know how long 15 seconds is? You can't judge that kind of thing.
He said 15. He was positive about it.
He's an old man. You saw him. Half the time he was confused. How could he be positive about anything?
That's right. Thank you.
Hey, do me a favor and wake me up when this is over.
All right, this is the apartment in which the killing took place. The old man's apartment is directly beneath it and exactly the same. Here are the L tracks, the bedroom, living room, and this is the hall. Here's the front door of the apartment, and here are the steps. Now, the old man was in bed in his room. He says he got up, went out into the hall, down the hall to the front door, opened it, and looked out just in time to see the boy racing down the stairs. Am I right?
That's the story for the 100th time.
15 seconds after, he heard the body fall. Correct. His bed was at the window. It's 12 feet from his bed to the bedroom door. The length of the hall is 43 feet. He had to get up out of bed, walk 12 feet, open the bedroom door, walk 43 feet, and open the front door. All in 15 seconds. Do you think this is possible?
You know it's possible.
He could only walk very slowly. They had to help him into the witness chair.
You make it sound like a long walk. It's not.
For an old man who's had a stroke, it's a long one.
What are you doing?
I want to try this thing. Let's see how long it took him. I'm going to pace off 12 feet, the length of the bedroom.
You're crazy. You can't recreate a thing like that.
Perhaps if we could see it. This is an important point.
It's a ridiculous waste of time.
Let him do it.
Get over your chair. All right, this will be the bedroom door, standing.
I say it was 40 feet.
Just about.
40 feet is close enough. It's shorter than the length of the old man's hall. Wouldn't you say that?
A few feet, maybe.
This is absolutely insane. What makes you think you can?
Do you mind if we try it? According to you, it'll only take 15 seconds. We can spare that.
Who's got a watch at the second hand?
I have.
When you want me to start, stamp your foot. That'll be the volley call. That's time me from there. Okay, I'm ready.
Come on, what are you waiting for?
The second hand to reach 60.
Oh, brother.
Go.
Speed it up. He walked twice as fast as that.
This is, I think, even more quickly than the old man walked in the courtroom.
If you think I should go faster, I will. Exiting the bedroom and entering the hall. Chain, lock, stop.
Right.
What's the time?
15, 20, 30, 41 seconds exactly.
41 seconds?
My guess that the old man was trying to get to the bed door and heard him racing upstairs and assumed it was the boy.
I think that's funny.
Assumed? Now listen to me, you people. I've seen all kinds of dishonesty in my day, but this little display takes the cake. Tell him, will you? You come in here with your heart bleeding all over the floor about slum kids and injustice. And you keep making up these wild stories, and you got some soft-hearted old ladies listening to you. Well, I'm not. I'm getting real sick of it. What's the matter with you people? This kid's guilty. He's got the burn. We're letting him slip through our fingers here.
Our fingers? Are you his executioner?
I'm one of them.
Perhaps you'd like to pull the switch.
For this kid, you better like to pull the switch.
I'm sorry for you.
Don't start with me.
What it must feel like to want to pull the switch.
Shut up.
You're stated.
Shut up.
You want to see this boy die because you personally want it, not because of the facts.
Shut